Welcome, ladies and gents, to JDSN number 4. Hope you had a lovely Tuesday. Today we're going to go over the NBA's second games in their playoffs, takeaways from that, as well as a major come-from-behind victory for the Hurricanes in the NHL, and some NFL news, and bad MLB officiating. But first, we'll go over NBA. So biggest takeaways from the second games this week. The favored teams still doing perfectly well. In fact, the only underdog that's looking like they're going to get a win in these second games looks like it'll be the Pacers, aided by Pascal Siakam. He got 37 points, 11 rebounds, which is major for him. Nobody expected that. If you bet that, good for you. I'm sure you're doing well now. But besides that, just mainly the people we thought were going to win have been winning. Jamal Murray, if you haven't seen this play, insane. Little step back buzzer beater for the win over Anthony Davis. A little UK Wildcat on Wildcat crime as the Nuggets beat the Lakers. They came back actually from down 20. They were down 68-48 at a point, I believe, 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Just amazing play by them. I don't understand the Lakers being so upset about a bunch of random calls. I know LeBron was kind of being a baby and complaining about a call that they didn't get, I believe, also in the third quarter. But yeah, if you choke a 20-point lead, there's nobody you can blame but yourself. There's no doubt. Like, there's nothing you can really come back from to combat that. You fucked up. All right, that's on you. Also, close game that went down to the wire. Isaiah Hartenstein blocked Isaiah Maxey's free throw with a few seconds left to go in the game. Layup, sorry. I'm a little, I don't know, crazy. But yeah, blocked a layup of his. That one I do understand more. There's been a lot of talk about some calls that were missed late in that game that allowed the Knicks to come back with a three and put them in the lead. That put them in that scenario to begin with. I'll show it here, and yeah, it just does not look great. I believe there could have been like 3 or 4 foul calls called on the Knicks here. Take it as you will. I don't know what to say. I mean, yes, you can always play a better game, but also when it is that close over the entirety of the game, I definitely understand calling the refs out for something that could be so crucial in that sort of a time. Onto the NHL. The Hurricanes scored twice in 9 seconds. You have to see this.
Blocked. Kept in by Carolina. Jarvis with it. Svechnikov, they score! Sebastian Aho! And the roof's gone at PNC Arena.
You just count on Aho to do it.
And there's still time left here. As Martinook backs it in, he scores! Jordan Martinook with the steal and the finish! And it's 4-3 Carolina! What a comeback!
So yeah, there's 2 points. Got to have 4 points to 3 and a win over the Islanders. Crazy for that to happen in a playoff game. Sucks for the Islanders. I mean, you got more games to play, so not the end of the world for them, but still, you make it this far, you should be able to stop that kind of a situation from happening. But obviously they didn't. That's their fault. Hopefully they cry over that. That's on them. Some NFL news. Andy Reid kind coach of the Chiefs, if you somehow live under a rock and don't know that. He signed a 5-year contract extension with them. No surprise there. They'd been crazy not to do that, I think. I do think Travis Kelce will retire by the time Andy Reid's contract extension is up. I believe Patrick Mahomes would still be playing, but who knows how that could change the outlook of the Chiefs team for them while Andy Reid is still man in the head there. Also, the actual Texans jerseys, I know we talked about the helmets, I believe last Thursday. The actual jerseys came out and they look very good. I mean, I know I say this about most jerseys except for the Broncos, but I think they actually deserve them. They are the team that is having the biggest come up in not just major sports, but I think college sports as well. The players deserve it. Those red jerseys look sick. Houston or H-Town jerseys also look really good. The whites, I'm not that big of a fan of just because they kind of got the same sort of thing going on as the Broncos that we went over yesterday. Kind of minimalist little thing on the sides. I don't really care for that. But all in all, looks really clean on them. Can't wait to see CJ Stroud just absolutely bullet balls down the other team's throats all the time in those jerseys. And finally, in the MLB, you might have seen this. Not that big of a story, although, I mean, depending on what you think of the MLB's officiating recently, I know a lot of people haven't thought that the officiating has been very good, especially to start off the year. I mean, kind of makes sense. You're going to have some hiccups at the beginning of it. But Anthony Boone, shown here, getting thrown out for nothing that he did. It was actually somebody in the stands yelling at the ump, and he looked around. He's like, "Hey, I'm not dealing with that shit. Get out of here." And Anthony Boone turns around. He's like, "That's him. What are you talking about? That wasn't me. That was a guy in the front row that stands there." I mean, some of the things, not just that, but a bunch of balls being called as strikes and vice versa that have happened early on of this season. It looks scrub league to me right now. Hopefully they get a hold of that or hold the umps more accountable for their actions. I don't know how they do that. Maybe withhold money from whatever or give them some sort of penalties for messing up calls that impact the game and impact their product. But we'll have to see. But there is our episode for the day. Kind of short, not a whole lot going on. Tomorrow we'll go over the rest of what's been happening with NHL playoffs for Tuesday. And also we'll be looking forward to the NFL draft that'll start on Thursday. It'll definitely go over the entire first round drafts, or at least the biggest parts of it, and what I think about the choices that were made. But with that being said, please like, subscribe, comment what other kind of sports news you'd like to see. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.